What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video here, we're talking about free agency for the NFL. Focusing mainly on the Dallas Cowboys because that's my team. That's really the only team that I can really want to talk about today. So this is my second video I'm posting up today. So free agency, we have a few really good key players going into free agency this season, or this coming off season. And so I'm a little nervous because last year we just got screwed over in free agency. We didn't really pick up anyone that good. We lost a lot of our really good cornerbacks and safeties and stuff. We lost, who was it? Barry Church, Morris Claiborne, J.J. Wilcox, and I think we lost Derek Carr. And we lost some other really good players. Morris Claiborne, I say, is a good player because he got hurt a lot. Barry Church was the one that really hurt us the most. That's not to say that the guys that we have now, Jordan Lewis, G.W. Wouzier, Xavier Woods, that's not to say that they're not good. It's just that, they're rookies. So, and it's always a plus to have veteran players in there. So, the guys who we're losing, we're going to have a lot of guys in free agency. We're going to have Stephen Paye in there. DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be in there. Alfred Morris is going to be a free agent. LP Ladossier is going to be in there. Bryce Butler is going to be in there. And actually, those are the guys who I think we should keep. We should keep DeMarcus Lawrence, Alfred Morris, LP Ladossier, and Bryce Butler. And I say Bryce Butler, and a lot of people are saying, no, to get rid of Bryce Butler because, he sucked, whatever. Bryce Butler is our only wide receiver who, in my opinion, is better than Dez Bryant. Him, and I talked about this in another video I posted yesterday. Bryce Butler and Terrence Williams, in my opinion, are better than Dez Bryant right now. Now, that's not to say that they can't plug Dez Bryant in somewhere else or find a spot for him that's more suited to his level of playing, because in my opinion, he's not a deep threat anymore. He's not that type of guy. Bryce Butler, in my opinion, is a better deep threat than Dez Bryant. It's not saying that Dez Bryant can't be a deep threat. He's just not a consistent deep threat like he used to be. So there are 4 guys who we need to keep in free agency in order to not get screwed over like we did last year. We need to keep DeMarcus Lawrence. We need to keep Alfred Morris. We need to keep LP Ladossier, and we need to keep Bryce Butler. Now, I hope I'm saying LP's name right. I hope it's Ladossier. If it's not, let me know down in the comments saying that, you're botching his name, just whatever. Anyway, I'm going to call him Ladossier until I hear something different. Now, there are some really good guys going into free agency this year that are reported that their teams are not going to re-sign them. And so if the Cowboys can pick up these guys, or at least take a look at them in hopes to pick them up, I'll be a happy camper. Now, let me just go on by saying this. We need help in our secondary a lot. We need a lot of help in our secondary. And once again, not saying that our secondary guys are bad. It's just if we have more veteran players in there and more choices, I feel like we'll be better. The guys who are going in that I feel like we need to pick up. We need to pick up Jarvis Landry because he is a fantastic wide receiver. He is amazing, and he's going to be a free agent this year. Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler got famous because of his interception. He was famous already, like he was a good player, but he really got famous during the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks when he jumped up and intercepted the ball and effectively won the Super Bowl for the Patriots. Allen Robinson, he's a really good player too. I feel like he's more of a he's a good player, and I would say pick him up because he can be used as a weapon. But he's kind of like a Cole Beasley in my opinion. Like, he's good, but he's not like an amazing player. Like he's not a top 5 wide receiver, but he is really good. Justin Pugh, he's a guard. He's very, very good. If we can get him on our team, because our O-line this year just went down like hardcore. and it was mainly because we didn't have we lost we lost some guys to free agency and to retirement last year, and so our guard position and I think our right tackle position were the two things that got hurt. So if we can get him, we'll be good. And Julius Peppers, our defensive end. We have a really good defensive line. I just feel like we can be better if we get someone like Julius Peppers in there. So once again, Jarvis Landry as a wide receiver, Malcolm Butler to play cornerback, Allen Robinson to be a wide receiver, Justin Pugh to help our offensive line in the guard position, and Julius Peppers on our defensive end. If we can get these guys in there, Super Bowl, straight up. There are some other players that we could look at. If we pick these guys up, I'll be okay with that too. Sammy Watkins, he's a good wide receiver. He's a very good wide receiver. There's not really much I can say about him. I don't know a lot about these guys that I'm saying. I do know that they're really good and that they're going to be in free agency this year. And if we can at least take a look at them, watch their film, and we'll be good. Tremaine Johnson at cornerback. I like Tremaine Johnson. I watched a few of his games. He's good about knocking the ball down. I don't feel like he's the best at going up for interceptions, but I do know that he's good at not fouling guys and somehow getting it to where they don't catch the ball, but somehow he doesn't foul them. So I feel like he's good. LaMarcus Joyner for safety. He's good. I wouldn't say that he's great, but I say that he does help a lot. Bashad Breeland at cornerback. This guy, he's fast. He's really fast. He gets burnt sometimes by some wide receivers, but not often is that he gets burnt. He's also good about not tripping over his own feet. Morgan Burnett he's a decent safety. He's one of those guys that are like now remember guys, these are just my opinions. So if I'm making y'all cringe at this, sorry. Morgan Burnett, he's good. And he's on the verge of being great, but I don't think he's there yet. Get the right coaching staff around him, he'd be great. And Vontae Davis. Who wouldn't want Vontae Davis on their team? I mean, honestly, I know that some of these guys have drama around them, and Vontae is one of them. But I would say that he's good enough to pay the money that he's getting paid now, and maybe even a little bit more. It's just that some of these guys that I put down for maybes are. They just need the right coaching staff around them. And I feel like, well, for one, we're losing some of our really good coaches. And but I hope Jerry Jones knows to pick up some good coaches because we need them. And I'm going to talk about coaches in another video. Probably not today, I'll maybe do it tomorrow. But we need some really good coaches. And we need help in our secondary and our offensive line. The only really good, and our wide receiver position. We need help in our wide receiver position because, like I said already, Bryce Butler and Terrence Williams are the only two that are consistently good enough to get the job done. And we need help on our offensive line because Dak can't sit there the whole time and throw if we have no offensive line. So, with that being said, we need to get some guys in free agency. We cannot get screwed over like we did last year. Okay, so anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave a like if you guys liked it. Comment down below who you think we should keep and who you think we should get rid of, and let me know who you think we should pick up in free agency. And most of all, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and for other content that I'm doing. And yeah, God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace.